Emerging in the wake of the equinox energies, you approach fullness with your moon transmitter of deep currents of energy that affect the water within you and your planet, tonifying it to entrain you all into greater galactic wholeness and harmony. Here in this awareness of cyclical, spiraling pathways arising into ever greater wholeness, we meet. It is upon you now, this dawning of the new age. Long heralded, now made manifest. Increasingly palpable in your lives. Sometimes lasting, sometimes just for an instant, and yet even more blissful than anything you've ever known. You rest in these moments aware of how everything naturally seeks wholeness and balances, rights itself, and this will hopefully be absorbed and noticed by you, giving you increased confidence and trust in the sovereign nature of each vital expression of our collective unity. We find now that you are listening to yourself with greater regularity. It is so important that you continue to do this. Your attentiveness to your own inner sense of things, your own voice, is your lifeline to love and peace, abundance and bliss. Transmitting these energies to your planet via your own energy broadcast as presence is increasingly important. You ground and release more and more high vibe light into this atmosphere and use it as the building blocks to take your ideals into form. As you allow yourself to develop greater flow between the inner planes and the outer world, your experience of the new earth is both further constructed and more frequently and more expansively felt. It is incredible that you are creating and experiencing your own bridging of physical reality. While, your body too, is transforming into a new, more high-functioning, in effect reinstated version of its template wholeness. Miracles abound. Listening to the light within you is love. You know that everything is all right. That everything has been all right and that everything is all right. That different experiences are beneficial and different versions of experience serve unique souls in expressing and creating their pathways home and finding the realizations that deepen their appreciation of self, that spark an awareness of the divine unfleshed as a reflection of the pure perfection of being. Each person seeks the unique and perfect experiences to remember themselves fully. This is not, we wish to remind you, a cognitive knowing. It is a visceral knowing. A sense of peace. Remember that knowing liberates coherence and clarity, directness and ease. So these qualities are more what knowing is about. Knowing is not about information, it is about freeing up flow. Knowing gives you inspiration and a sense of being that allows you to open more, flow more, ground more, create more, and feel more, thus amplifying your presence and potentials. It is in this knowing that you simply are more available to directness. Direct light flowing into Earth is facilitated by you, whether you empower us to speak from beyond or you embody your wholeness, it is direct light becoming increasingly and clearly present, unfiltered, unedited, unrestrained, uninhibited. You've begun to trust yourselves more, and this will allow you increasingly to release the mental checkpoints before acting and doing which actually interfere with ease, and manifestation with grace. You are learning to see the backwardness of looking for proof before acting. All you need to act is alignment with yourself. A feeling of flow is your clue that it is present. We wish you to be in alignment always, and so yes, this might be more important than acting. If you have inspiration but are at war with yourself about expressing it, then first begin to soften up and come into alignment, yielding to your inspiration, submitting to the heart and soul of your being. Softening up and caring for all the conflicting aspects of self that are still as yet perpetuating duality within. You have entered a period of time when the leading edge of the light brigade on Earth will be closing up their experience of duality. Completing it in wave upon wave of clarity and guidance, taking action, working within and without with energy and relationships, objects and perspectives, to sew up layer upon layer of energy that has been like a festering, poorly healed wound, now finally lanced, drained, cleansed, supported to heal properly, returning you to excellent health and well-being. You will feel the upliftment as you gradually give your physical body time to return to wholeness and release on deeper and deeper levels. As you allow cellular infusions of light to transform you into a glorious, radiant, physical specimen of love, with the lower etheric layers mental, emotional, physical harmonized and with accelerated currency, you discover the empowerment and joy of this new, more coherent form. Let yourself be where you are, knowing all release mental, emotional, or physical has a physical component to it. Keep your ability to release physically supported adequate water, movement to stimulate your lymph system, skin brushing, lots of fruits and vegetables, deep breathing, grounding and opening to cosmic energy. All of these regular practices support your physical body, which is doing the deepest work now of completing your transitions out of duality. The physical landscape is the last frontier of manifestation. Many of you have completed your karmic ties and are now lightening up as you manifest in physical reality the inner planes of love, peace, harmony, abundant resources, and connection and creativity. It is inspiring and joyous. We draw down, close to you with the greatest of ease, for you are increasingly coming up to meet us. O joy of all joys! The reunion is at hand. We love your light. I am Archangel Michael.